Security is always tight at an inauguration, but especially for this one. With more on that and the last-minute move indoors, we are joined by former senior Secret Service agent Donald Mihalek. Donald, good to see you. Thanks for being with us. Security arrangements for Monday's inauguration have been months in the making, as they always are. Does today's decision, though, change things from a security perspective, and if so, how?
Well, it changes the inauguration a little bit because it scales it down a little bit by moving the entire event indoors. The security program around the inauguration, though, will stay intact under the National Special Security umbrella. The Secret Service will still maintain coordination of the security of the event. The assets will still be in place for the event. I think we're waiting to hear if the parade is going to happen or not. I know back in 1984, President Reagan, they moved the inauguration indoors, and then they canceled the parade. But the overall security infrastructure will remain in place for this event because it is a national special security event and because of the threats in and around Washington, D.C. and the inauguration itself.
I know it's probably one of the most secure places on earth when an inauguration happens, but what are officials doing, if anything, specifically to protect against lone actors, as we're told that's sort of the biggest threat these days, like the New Year's Eve attacker down in New Orleans?
Yeah, let's face it, there's a lot of concern after New Orleans and Las Vegas. There's a lot of intelligence out there about lone wolf actors, which are very hard to predict or to mitigate. But that's why the Secret Service and its partners use overlapping security measures, post standards, police presence, canine sweeps, aerial surveillance. I think they're going to have drone surveillance as well, roving patrols, enlisting the Department of Defense, roadblocks, road closures, controlling the traffic in and out of D.C. All that will be in place in order to make sure that the inauguration and D.C. and the people attending are all safe and to mitigate a potential lone wolf attacker. So that way, if something does happen, it happens on the exterior of the event. It doesn't get to where the main event is.
You know, the Secret Service came under scrutiny after the assassination attempt on then-candidate Trump in Pennsylvania. We spoke to you back then, I believe. Is there any extra pressure, do you think, on the Secret Service for this event, more so than there is on any inauguration because of that?
I don't think so. I mean, the Secret Service has been doing inaugurations for a long time. The book, so to speak, for an inauguration has been set. With this one, I think it was just a matter of the Secret Service looking through it, looking at the intelligence, working with its partners and enhancing the footprint and the infrastructure for the security of the event. President Trump will be in a very secure environment during the inauguration, as will everybody that's there. So I think the pressure is on to make sure nothing happens, but I don't think for the Secret Service, the inauguration itself is any more pressure filled than it was in previous inaugurations.
All right. Former senior Secret Service agent Donald Mihalek. Donald, thanks. Good to see you as always. Thanks for talking with us.
You too, Phil. Thank you.